Hi everyone, we are hit 1 million subscribers and as I promised, we're gonna go English first. What does it really mean for everyone? That means that every single video is gonna be English first. Then we're gonna actually translate all our content to 14 other languages. Please hit the button like, please put your comment and put the comments in your original language because we are supporting the globe. That means that 94% of all people around the world can watch this channel. We are going really big right now, just because of you. Guys, thank you so much. Watch my dance that I'm actually doing when I hit 1 million subscribers. I'm gonna dance more the more you subscribe. I'm gonna have funny videos, and that's very important for me just because our community is #1. And we are going to get much more. So go and watch this short and you'll understand what is coming really soon. And I'm starting the next episode of Most Insider. I have been tracking this exact regulatory pattern since last year. Every major institution hits the same breaking points. This is the opening move of a global moral war. The Pope just dropped a massive warning to the tech industry. He officially wants to disarm artificial intelligence completely. He realized a historical ecliptical. That is an official letter from the Pope to the entire world, directly attacking AI creators. The Vatican is definitely not playing games anymore. They boldly call this technology the new Tower of Babel. It is an uncanny story of building so powerful it can destroy full society. The document aggressively defends human dignity, that is, the right to be treated as a full human being. It attacks the relentless. That means it never stops, never slows down, tuning of the modern code. Why does this matter to you on daily life? Because a global spiritual authority is not actively fighting tech monopolies. This is a clear moral line drawn in the sand. Is AI stripping away our basic soul? The Pope firmly believes that is the religious law often becomes secular rules later on. What falls next? This story terrified me when I first read the filing. Not because of the lawsuit itself, it means the legal system is finally catching up to what engineers already knew, the liability. Era for tech giant just officially begun. OpenAI is heading straight to a federal courtroom. The state of Florida is officially suing Sam Altman. They filed a massive 83-page legal complaint against him. The state demands $10,000 for every single violation. The core accusation is incredibly dark and disturbing. They claim ChatGPT actively harmed local school children. It allegedly helped a teenager plan a massive public tragedy. This is a clear legal first for the entire country. It is the first state lawsuit of its exact kind. The tech giant cannot hide behind complex algorithms anymore. Accountability is finally knocking on their front doors. The shield of code is breaking down fast. The government is not afraid of Silicon Valley anymore. The courts are ready to fight back hard. Is your business safe? I tested this exact deepfake technology last month. The output is impossible to tell apart from reality. If professionals get fooled, your grandparents have absolutely zero chance. This is the threat I feared the most. Seeing is that I'm officially no longer believing for anyone. A woman just lost her entire retirement fund. She was brutally stripped of $80,000. The thief was not a real, living person. It was a flawless synthetic video clone. The code copied a famous television actor perfectly. It built a fake digital romance over several long months. It manipulates her emotions with absolute terrifying precision. This is the truly dark side of modern media. Digital criminals now possess military-grade hacking tools. They target the most vulnerable people in our communities. Trust absolutely nothing you see on your glowing screen. You must verify every single interaction from now on. Establish a safe, secret password with your family today. The burnout number did not surprise me at all. I watched this exact process destroy my own workflow last year. You do not save time with these tools, you just shift the mental load from creation to endless review. Artificial intelligence was supposed to save you valuable time, but it is actually a hidden digital vampire. A huge new Harvard survey just dropped online. 88% of heavy users report intense daily burnout. Why is this terrible trend happening everywhere? Because you're not actually doing less work, you are just managing much faster machine outputs. This is called heavy cognitive burden. You are endlessly reviewing cheap synthetic text all day long. The dream of your 4 days work week was just a complete lie. The software just churned out you in the high-speed text editor. The human brain is not built for this pace. We are experiencing severe digital fatigue across global workforce. Your team is likely suffering right now in absolute silence. You gotta decide today, should you continue to use artificial intelligence or start using it super smart? This is exactly how mainstream adoption happens. It does not start with enterprise productivity tools. It starts with teenagers finding a fun way to break the rules. The music industry is totally unprepared for this speed. You can now turn your annoying text message into a hit song. Seriously, the Suno app is breaking the internet today. Their daily downloads quadruple in a single month. It just became the #1 music application in America. Why is this software spreading so fast? Because of massive viral video trends online. Users turn text screenshots into absolute stadium hits. It takes exactly 60 seconds to complete the process. This is the real creativity generative revolution. Forget about boring corporate text generator. This is a fast, frictionless entertainment. The established recording industry is officially shaking fear. Anyone can produce radio-quality tracks from their mobile phone. Studio executives are watching their walled garden burn down. Who is going to be replaced first, musicians or producers? Nobody is talking about the real implication here. This is not just a standard financial story. When a single startup approaches $1 trillion, the entire power dynamics of tech completely restructures. Every other player is playing defense. The global tech crown just violently changed hands. Anthropic just hit a strategic $965 billion valuation. Yes, that is nearly $1 entire trillion. They officially crushed the previous market record. But here the truly shocking financial data. They are pulling in $47 billion in annual run rate revenue. That means how much money they earn every single year right now. This is definitely not a fragile hype bubble. This is a raw, terrifying concrete economic scale. The entire digital landscape is shifting beneath our feet. Artificial brains are now worth more than physical car factories. We are watching the biggest wealth transfer in human history. The old giants of industry are looking extremely small today. I have been warning video creators about this exact future. Your published content is no longer a finished product, it's just raw materials for someone else to remix. The concept of original video ownership is completely dead. A massive video platform is changing the visual landscape forever. They just launched a brand new remixing tool for creators. It uses the powerful Gemini Omni engine behind the scenes. You can instantly alter any existing video online. You can drop yourself right next to your favorite creator. All of this is generated by machine entirely for free. This is deployed to a feed with 1 billion of daily views. It is the biggest synthetic media experiment in modern history. Every single video is now interactive, modulable digital clay. Hollywood-level production value is officially living invisible in your web browser. True cinema-grade storytelling is now available to absolutely everyone. You don't need a camera to be a director anymore. I used to run a design team of 20 people. This single update replaced 90% of their daily tasks. The premium on technical design skill just dropped to zero. Taste is now the only metric that matters. Graphic design is not just a simple casual conversation. Canva just formed a major partnership with Anthropic. They deeply integrate the Claude model into their main visual engine. You do not need to click and drag elements anymore. Just casually type exactly what you want to see. The system generates fully editable layout in 3 seconds. It understands your strict brand rules perfectly every single time. The technical barriers to entire and completely permanently gone. Traditional creativity agencies should be absolutely shaken with fear. It completely rewrites the infrastructure of influence for digital creators. You no longer hire people to build basic visual assets. You build them yourself while drinking your morning coffee. Are you guys ready to try this right now? We are crossing a terrifying threshold right now. You're giving a machine the keys to your personal relationships. The line between your actual mind and your digital proxy just vanished. I'm gently worried about this one. A major tech giant just killed the traditional reactive chatbots. Meet the brand new persistent AI agents. It never waits for you to type a common prompt. It lives natively right inside a global cloud network. It reads your private emails, writes the code all day. It even sends the text messages to your friends for you automatically. It runs smoothly while your physical laptop is completely powered off. Digital privacy, as we know, is officially dead. But the raw daily convenience is absolutely unmatched by anything else. You are no longer a standard computer user. You are now a manager of autonomous synthetic teammates. It speaks for you while you are fast asleep. Let's try this one right now. For the last 3 years, Apple Silicon had absolutely zero competition. The monopoly just ended today. Putting this much local compute power in a backpack changed anything else what you guys see before. Cloud providers should be nervous. Windows is finally streaking back to Apple today. Microsoft just dropped a brand new flagship portable computer. But the real story is hidden deep inside hardware. It's powered by a brand new custom super chip. This machine is an absolute portable monster for heavy workload. It packs 128 gigabytes of Luminate memory. It runs massive 100 billion parameter models entirely locally. That means zero internet lags, zero cloud computing costs. You actually carry a supercomputer in your daily backpack. The era of truly independent digital worker is finally here. This is a massive quality of life upgrade for modern professionals. You no longer need to pay monthly fees. Try new Windows laptops based on Nvidia. If you want to know what is real, follow the hardware money. Software startups can fake their user numbers easily, But nobody fakes a $20 billion hardware purchase order. This is the bedrock of the next decade. The artificial intelligence bubble is definitely not a burnished anymore. A major hardware giant just spent their massive amount of money to buy an Nvidia hardware. This is Dell. They officially booked $24 billion in the raw several sales. That happened in a single record-breaking financial quarter. Their total revenue shot up 88% since last year. This is not fake venture capital hype on the internet. This is the hard, heavy physical computing infrastructure. Smart enterprises are betting their entire corporate futures right now. The capital expenditure on these massive data centers is truly historic. The biggest startups need literal mountains of fresh processing chips. This is incredible news for serious modern technology investors. The digital gold rush is aggressively accelerating across the globe. I studied advanced mathematics in university. The level of intuition required to solve this specific problem is abnormal high. A machine doing it right now. Actually, we have created a genius, an original human genius. Claude just beat human brains at pure theoretical math. A major research lab proved an 80-year-old complex math problem. They fully solved the famous Erdős conjecture, a math problem nobody solved for 80 years. Human academic experts failed completely at this since 1946. A machine did it almost entirely by total accident. The top university mathematicians fully verified the absolute truth of this proof. The software is not just memorizing old text data anymore. It is creating brilliant, net new logic from absolute scratch. This completely rewrites the timeline of global scientific progress. We are actively watching the birth of superhuman reasoning. If code can easily solve impossible math, everything else looks simple. Biological intelligence is no longer the fastest engine on the earth. Guys, imagine what you can build right now with AI only by typing the prompt. Imagine if universities can solve this by accident, what you can do by accident when you're typing. Guys, go and watch my Musk show. Every single video has a comment. Copy that comment, and maybe you're gonna break the next rules of the university, and the machine will be able to solve the most complicated problems available on the planet. This is the classic tech monopoly playbook. Give the drug away for free until the whole industry is addicted. Then instantly raise the price by 1,000%. Independent developers are about to get crushed. The cheap ride for software developers is officially over today. By GitHub Copilot, they changed their pricing rules. They fake full industry. They said they're gonna actually make it even worse in near terms. Right now, it's absolutely impossible to build wherever you did last month in June just because the price increased by 1,000% by using AI engine. They moved their popular assistant to usage-based token billing. That means you're paid for every word the AI reads or writes. The results are absolute financial disaster for independent creators. People who previously paid $50 are seeing the $3,000 bills. Experts are calling this the strategic decay of modern cloud tools. They aggressively encourage heavy automated usage for full year. Now they are brutally punishing you for doing exactly what you did last month. If you have autonomous agents, your serve cost will compoundly infinitely increase for June, July, August, and it's gonna be actually increasing all years for 2027, 2028, and it's gonna be even more. Massive cancellation waves are hitting the platform right this moment. Everyone is leaving GitHub Copilot because of the pricing. They fake full industry. Guys, what are you doing? You fake completely. You give a lot of requests for free for $50, and now you charge $3, $5, $10,000 for exactly same thing. We're gonna see how GitHub Copilot is gonna die. I actually use GitHub Copilot for a very long time. Now I'm constantly searching and reviewing my own platform. I would like to build my own platform because working with AI Copilot on GitHub is not the way to go at this pricing. Open source is beautiful, but it's built on house of cards. One bored developer updating a minor library can compromise a $1 trillion network. This is the single biggest security blind spot in tech today. Shared public code has a fatal, terrifying security flaw. A massive cyber attack just hit a very popular developer library. Miscellaneous software successfully inflated in a high-guarded corporate network. They targeted the smartest artificial intelligence company on the planet. Hackers stole core administrative credentials through a simple background update. The most advanced security team on the earth got easily breached. Global tech infrastructure is terrifying fragile. We built $1 trillion industry, but we guys are struggling with the security. Right now, any company is under attack. Hacks are everywhere. Open source is not the way to go. I mentioned that a million times. Stop using open source. It's insecure. You gotta build your own libraries. Yes, it's expensive, and IT is gonna be super expensive, but that's the way to go. Artificial intelligence can now build hacks or prevent to build the hacks to your system. You need to use intellectually right people in your team. You cannot hire juniors, you cannot hire intermediate developers, you can't even hire seniors. You must hire experts, only experts, who knows exactly how the systems are built. There's no more mistakes allowed. In one day, you can lose access to your database. All your private data could be leaked to the hackers. And that's very important to know, guys. That is happening right now. Every single time I researching the news, I see more and more security problems. And these problems are getting bigger.